makeup marketers. Hi. It's Emily and
Cheryl.
Yay!
Hi.
We are in Rockford, Illinois. What did we do?
Oh, we did the Avon 39, and so today we're like in pain.
Yeah. We can barely move, but it was such a great experience. We met breast cancer survivors. We met people who had, hi Courtney, multiple family members who have suffered from breast cancer, and my husband is moving a grill, so you can't hear me.
Because he cooked an awesome dinner.
He did. He just made us a yummy steak.
And awesome potatoes.
And corn on the cob.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brandy and Jackie.
Emily made this amazing salad. I just ate it all. I didn't do anything. But it was good.
And what else happened on the walk? I'm so proud of Cheryl. She did so good.
Almost 12 miles.
Yes. Furthest she's ever walked, so that...
Since I was 13, I walked 20 miles when I was 13, so that's the the furthest I've walked since I was in 40 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It was a really cool experience. So many people there to support breast cancer. Would love to see more Avon represented, so we're going to sign up. And Autumn Lugo is coming to walk with us in 2018. So let's get together a group of reps and represent Avon at the walk.
Yeah, out of, I think they had 1,350 people all together, and only about 20 were Avon representatives. We need more representatives.
Yep.
I got interviewed. Did you guys see my interview? I cried.
Cheryl, it touched her personally, just recently.
Well, in the last 10 years.
Hey, Michael.
First, my friend Marcy, she carries I think it's the BRCA gene, and so she ended up having a double mastectomy to prevent breast cancer, because she wanted to be alive for her son, and she was so fearful of getting it because her aunt, her mom, all kinds of people in her family ended up getting it. And then 9 years ago, my cousin Teresa was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, and she fought it for 9 years. And during that time, my aunt was diagnosed with breast cancer, but it was treated, and she's a survivor. She hasn't had any relapse or anything. But then my cousin, hers came back, and she just died about 2 months ago. So it was kind of really emotional for me. And so when they interviewed me, I did cry.
It's okay.
I know, it's okay.
It was emotional. It
was very emotional. Listen to the people talk and everything. I was bawling then. I cry.
Hey, Kim and Chantel.
Hi.
Oh, that's awful, Michael. And
6 family members. Wow, I'm sorry.
I am so sorry about your recent loss, and our thoughts and prayers are with all of you. And I think it's when we go through those emotional times where we really realize how strong the Avon bond is, and how we are just like an incredible group of people that support each other, even though some of us have never met. I think it's great. We all have each other's backs. We're there in good times and in bad. So if you ever have the chance to do the breast cancer walk as a walker or as a volunteer, it was just a really special event to be part of. Just the Chicago walk raised $3.1 million for breast cancer.
Yep.
I mean, Avon has dedicated employees that work for Avon 39. It's our foundation, and they are constantly raising money and going out and supporting walkers. So I'd love to get more awareness out there for us reps and make a bigger difference, because I know we all can. I unfortunately bought brand new socks that were supposed to be super special. They had like a thicker heel and thicker on the balls of my feet. They were $15. And I think they gave me chemical burns. I made it barely.
Awesome, Kimberly.
Barely made it the whole way, and didn't feel any pain until I took my shoes and socks off, and it looks like a rash, but I feel like it more feels like burns. So
It's really bad.
we did not make it today. But I get to spend more time with Cheryl. So
Yes.
she was gonna stay at a hotel tonight and fly out tomorrow morning. I was able to bring her to Rockford so she could hang out with the fam and hang out with us another day, and then I'll take her to O'Hare. So it's been such a fun time. We
Yes.
kind of wanted to get on and answer any questions. If you guys have any questions about recruiting or online marketing, I'm not like read up to date on the latest incentives, so if you have detailed questions, I'll give that to Cheryl.
We need our Avon bug guard.
Hey, Sarah.
There's bugs.
Yes.
Hi, Sarah.
What's going on, guys? How are you feeling? I know Avon made some really big announcements and changes to all of our futures. I did not realize up until I saw a Facebook post that the management positions were actually being like eliminated. So I apologize if I ever came off insensitive or
Way to go, Kimberly.
upset anyone about that. I did not know all the details. So to all of those managers who are having to make life changes and figuring out what they want to do for their future, I wish them the best.
Yes.
They have been supportive of representatives and work every day to try and help us. So
Oh, awesome.
I can only imagine what a difficult time this is for some of those managers. So if we can all be supportive and show that we are still one family and that we support them no matter what they do, because it is their livelihood. They live on a salary, which is very different from what we do. So everyone has to do what's best for them and their family and their future. So I wish them the best. Hi, Kim and Chantel.
I'm putting bug guard, everybody. Get your bug guard on.
Yeah, if you don't know, the Skin So Soft Picaridin packets come individually wrapped. So that's a cool discovery because I thought they'd be just loose in the bag like the makeup wipes.
Oh, I didn't.
Cheryl already knew, apparently.
I didn't know. I just thought that they would come like this.
I'm just messing with her.
We've been messing with each other.
Cheryl's been cracking me up like all weekend. After our long, hard walk, we got on the bus and we're like ready to take off, and she like scooted over and it's like, ow! I just got burned! I didn't mean to laugh at her, but she reacted so funny, so.
I have never made anybody laugh as much as I've made Emily laugh. So I'm thinking like, I'm like the coolest person there is.
She is.
I must be awesome.
She's a good person. Good team member. So if you want to get people hooked on Skin So Soft, buy the packets, because you can split them up and give them as samples. Or some lady contacted me one time and wanted like 600 of these. Unfortunately,
Are you serious?
Yeah, didn't have them in stock. She wanted to hand them out at a
time's up?
parade. So maybe that's a good idea for you guys to reach out to parade people with your
Oh,
skin
yeah.
so soft.
Oh, thank you, Kimberly. I was like,
Okay, good.
I wasn't being conceited. I was being sarcastic, but thank you. I just have to tell you guys, I have had a blast being in Chicago. We spent the first 2 days sightseeing, and we didn't see a lot, but it was like all-day adventures.
I think we did see a lot.
I mean, we
It just-
did. We did. We saw everything that I wanted to see, but it was just turned out to be like just a couple of things a day. But it was like an all-day adventure, and the kids were with us, and her kids are so awesome. I love her kids. We have had so much fun. We bonded. We were good friends before, but I feel like, oh, we're such
Aw.
good friends now. And but anyways, and then the walk was just crazy. Crazy fun. It was a crazy challenge. And
Yeah, definitely.
and it was, oh my God, this whole thing has just been a wonderful experience. I'll
Yeah.
never forget it.
It just makes you want to invest more personally into Avon. It's about the emotions and the relationships. Cheryl and I were at different paces sometimes, so I walked with some strangers and made friends, and everyone was just so friendly. And it's about, that storytelling and getting to know people, and that's how you build true bonds, to find customers and to find team members. I was walking with a group of ladies who really didn't know much about Avon anymore, and they asked what my name was so they could look me up and shop through me. So you
Awesome.
build that relationship, and you get people to ask you about how they can shop with you. So you talk about how Avon is in your life, how it's affected your life, and that is how you get really good, loyal customers. They want to shop with you because of you, not, yes, Avon has really great products, which definitely helps, but they want to shop from you. So focus on building those relationships and saying please and thank you and doing those extra things for your customers and your team members, and that's what makes a successful business at the end of the day.
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
So Cheryl,
What?
okay, so we have some exciting incentives going on. Some are about boosting our sales, going over what we sold last year, and earning some business bling. What's the other one we got going on? We got the business bling.
Something about the charm.
Is,
My phone's dead.
I might be mixed up. Is the charm one the sales one? I told you I got to read through these again because I haven't had time yet.
The charm one, you have to meet a certain threshold over your sales from last year, and you're supposed to get an email from
Bye, Sarah.
Avon. Bye. Telling you what those goals are, and I guess if you meet them, you get the charm bracelet. A lot of this stuff was announced right before or since we've been here, so we're kind of haven't had time to look. So there's that one, and then there's the...
Wait, let's stop there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, how are you going to change your sales technique, your routine, to work in the summer months? How are you going to keep your sales up?
Me?
Yeah.
I am going to continue to do what I'm doing, blogging, posting on social media. I go out and I toss my old brochures to gain new customers. Texting all of my customers before the orders are submitted. Follow up, follow up, follow up. Most of our customers don't pay attention to the due dates, and they get busy with life in general, and they forget about placing their Avon order. So you have to follow up. Before I start my follow-ups, I might have less than $100 in orders, and by the time I follow up with all my customers and I submit my order, sometimes it's like $900 to $1,000 just from following up. So always make sure that you're following up with your customers. For me, in my opinion, that is the best way to increase your sales, is to follow up, treat your customers right, and always be looking for new customers by carrying brochures with you, offering that brochure and the opportunity to at least 3 people a day, anytime, anywhere, always. That's the Avon motto. Yeah, so follow up, and look for new customers everywhere you go. And toss those old brochures. Do not throw them away. I did that in the very beginning because I didn't know. Did you know that? I threw out my old brochures for like the first couple of campaigns.
What labels do you use on those to let people know they're...
My labels say Cheryl Papayan, 951-805-1017.
Oh shoot, I just rubbed those on my feet. That's not going to be a good idea.
And then it says to buy or sell Avon, visit, and it has my website. And it says use code welcome10 to receive 10% off any size order. And that's all that will fit on the label. So that's what it says. And I usually use really bright neon colored labels, and I put them on the front of my brochures so it really stands out.
I like it.
And I include a recruiting flyer inside them.
Can you still buy those older brochures at a discount?
I don't know. I haven't done that lately. I'm glad you mentioned that because I totally forgot about that.
Do you guys know? Can we still order old brochures to toss for a discount?
If you're in leadership, you can buy brochures that would actually be one campaign out of date, and they're
yes,
get
Courtney said yes.
Okay, you get 100 for $10. That's a good deal. And
that's awesome.
You can toss those, or you can put them at different salons, nail salons, hair salons, restaurants, wherever. And if you want, you can put a label on there that says, please contact me for a new brochure. I don't do that, and I have people contact me anyways.
Cool. I guess my tips for summertime are to really work your business into your life. So camping, sports events, vacations. This is your time to spread your seeds, plant the seeds, right? So if you're traveling, leave brochures everywhere. Maybe you want to leave a sample. It's almost like a gift, so people get really excited about samples. So I always say to the team that I'd rather you hand over brochures, and this might be because tossing did not work for me. So, techniques are not going to work the same in the same neighborhoods. They're not going to work the same for the same person. So don't get discouraged. But I always think building that relationship is really important, especially in the beginning when you're really trying to get customers and you're feeling like you're failing, because it's very frustrating in the beginning. So treating those people with respect and being friendly, and getting contact information to follow up with them. So also think about leaving books at tanning salons and nail salons, retirement homes. Hit all those group spots where people have to wait and will browse through a catalog. So we know that Avon really wants us to personally recruit on top of our Alma leads, and Cheryl and I were talking tonight about some strategies that we're going to use to really make the most of these campaigns 14 to 16 with this new program where we're going to be rewarded for personally recruiting. And I got to tell you, even if you're not ambassador or higher, this is what Avon is rewarding for. So work on building your sales, work on building a team, specifically personally, because those reps tend to do better for some reason. So if you can't get all the leads, it's okay, because those personal recruits do really well. And build those online sales, because that's where Avon is rewarding. So you really want to, even if there's not an exciting incentive going on, work on those 3 areas, because then when an incentive does come, you'll just be rewarded for doing what you normally do. So Cheryl, what is your best advice for personal recruits? I know you have had luck in the past posting to different Facebook groups.
Mm-hmm. I post to the yard sale groups. I joined probably 200 selling Facebook groups, like yard sales and stuff like that. So I do a lot of posting there. You have to be really careful.
There's Josh. Ava.
Don't post more than 20 a day or you'll go in Facebook jail. But that's a good way to get personal recruits, as well as blogging. I know you get a lot of personal recruits from your blog. Just recently too, I've had a lot of activity with people going to my website looking to join Avon, and so that's really exciting. It just really bumped up lately. So posting on social media, and again, putting the recruiting flyers in your brochures, just, tuck them in under the front cover. You can staple them. I try to always find the easiest way, so I just slip them in there. Blogging.
Do you use try-it kits at all?
I actually don't, but I know Kimberly.
Yeah.
Is it
Kim's
Amy.
team and Amy have
Amy
had
Major.
good luck with that.
She's been doing. If you're interested in doing try-it kits, look for Amy Major. She's a member of Team Momentum, and I'm sure the Makeup Marketing Group. She is having so much success. Yes, Kimberly, Amy. She will share with you how she does it and everything, and it might be something that works really well for you. And you have the try-it kits, but then you can also get helpers. I've had a few helpers where they want free product, and so they will sell to people at their work or their friends and everything, collect all the orders and the money, and then give it to me, and then in return I will give them, because my percentages are my commission's high enough, I will give them 20% on beauty products and 10% on the fixed earnings products, and then they're able to take that. I don't give them cash, but I give them product in return, and so that's a good way to convert them into actual Avon representatives, and those are all going to be your personal leads. So vendor events.
Yeah, vendor events, craft fairs, temporary flea markets. Those are all good things to do in the summer. People are out and about, so think outdoors, think vacations, think sports, camping. Hey, Rob?
Hey, what?
We're losing light. Can you...
Yes, 20% on how much they bring me.
That's okay.
So if they bring me $100 in orders and it's all beauty products, they're going to be able to order $20 worth of product, which ends up only costing me at 40%, so that costs me $12. So that's not a bad deal. I earned 40 and gave away 12. So
we also have Jane Hewitt, who is
Yes.
on Cheryl's team, And Cheryl and I just recently went through the pilot coaching program. So we both found it beneficial in really trying to duplicate what we're doing with leaders on our team, because once you start achieving a certain level for leadership, it's more about helping support leaders on your team instead of doing that recruiting yourself. So Jane, and it's funny, Jane and Amy both, it's like they got the excitement bug and they're getting crazy results, I think.
Definitely. They're running away with it.
Jane has like 16.
I think she said she had like 18
pending appointments already.
Yeah.
That haven't even had the time to place their first order yet.
One's placed an order.
One. So she, in the past month, has basically built a team big enough that's probably going to put her at bronze or silver ambassador. So people always ask, what do you do with the people that aren't motivated? And I say that you move on.
Next.
Recruiting is an ongoing process. You don't try to talk someone into doing better. You work with the people who are after it themselves. Mm-hmm. I got to get some light or you're not going to be able to see us. Cheryl will keep you busy for a minute.
Yeah, so Jane is so excited. She's so motivated. She's determined. She's doing everything that she needs to do. She's asking questions in different groups. She wants to make sure she's doing everything that she can to motivate her team. And those are the people that you really want to support and work with. I'm going to do like a one-on-one call with Jane this coming week where I can do some coaching with her. Hi, Deb. So you really want to focus on the people that are focused. And if you have some representatives, and I know this sounds terrible, but if they're just not motivated, it may just be that they're not ready. Not everybody is always ready to start leadership. So you'll know when those people are ready. You can tell, trust me. And when you find somebody that's ready for leadership and ready to go forward, you really want to focus on them and work with them. Oh, is this our cool light? Emily's husband made this light. He's an engineer. It looks like
satellite.
What was that movie?
Alright, so go ahead and plug your end over here. Josh, plug all
So Lisa Monison, if you don't follow her, follow her.
Plug that into there.
And find her on YouTube. I watched her do this video on how to make your own.
There you go. It would turn on.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
You want light? You got light.
Wow!
Oh hey!
Oh man! How do I get rid of my bags? I haven't been using my new eye cream.
Take it out.
Hey, I got too much shadow on that triple.
Can you
chin.
make us look better, please?
Actually,
It's too bright. It's got a dimmer on it.
she's too bright.
Oh,
Oh wow!
it's a little better. I like it.
Wow.
So Lisa did this video
Let there be
on
light.
how to do a diva ring. Lisa's like all up on her videos, her YouTube. She's like trendy and knows what to do. I'd never heard of it. So I showed it to Rob and he built a satellite for my computer.
Oh, I didn't know that's where he got it from. I thought he like read about it or something.
No, I showed him Lisa's video and he's like, I can make one like that for you.
Wow.
So he made that for me while we were on the walk, so that's cool.
Pretty good lighting.
Yeah.
And you can do these outside from now on if you want to.
Yeah. How about that? What else is going on?
Okay, you guys have to participate.
How about online tips? So the
I don't
social
know.
media center is still
A pain.
not being reliable. So I would say that you still use your workarounds. Use the social media center to get pictures and to get
text.
the marketing message, but go in and schedule them or upload it to Facebook yourself. Don't go to the social media center and share, because you will not get, even without these Avon Facebook problems, you don't get as many views when you share something than when you actually upload it yourself. So when I do a video, I upload it to Facebook, and then I upload it separately to YouTube. When I do a social media post, I will upload it myself with an image to Facebook instead of a link, because Facebook wants to keep you on Facebook, so when you show a link, they don't give you as many views. So there's little tips and tricks that can boost your audience reach and can give you better results. Thank you, Deb. Says,
yeah, that was sweet.
You rock, and I love you. We love you too.
Yeah, I like to put the link in my text. But when you do that, it automatically puts the link down below in the pop-up. So what I do is I upload the photo first, and then I add the text in my post with the link, so that it doesn't put a link down below, because once you do that, you're not going to get the views on Facebook.
And
you might have already said that, sorry.
No, that's all right. We like to use Buffer.
I love Buffer.
Anything that you do online is about watching your stats. So we all know it's hard to get those sales and the conversions that turn into new reps or an online customer. So in the beginning, you want to be watching your website traffic and make sure that that's increasing. If you're seeing the website traffic stagnant or going down over time, you need to change up your routine. So stats are so important when you're doing stuff online. If you're on YouTube, watch the number of views you're getting, watch the number of thumbs up. We look at what's popular and what's working to determine what our audience likes best and to do more of what they like.
Yeah, that's what I like about Buffer, is I can go back in and look at the analytics, and it shows it scrolls down through each post that you've done. And what are they doing? And
my kids are not getting tortured, I promise.
And I will look for like the most, it'll tell you what the most popular posts were, the ones that had the most clicks. And so those are the ones that I rebuffer. I schedule those to post again. So Buffer's really good for that as well. And then if you're like totally out of time and you want to schedule posts like out for the next 2 weeks, or say you're going to be gone on vacation for a week or something, and you're like trying to come up with new content, you could do what I do sometimes, because I just run out of time. I go through and I just rebuffer everything.
Oh yeah, on weeks where I'm busy,
yeah,
I totally rebuffer things that are popular.
But you got to make sure they're current.
Yeah,
because it might be a post that's like no good anymore, like a product that we don't sell or whatever. But yeah, you just go and rebuffer it, and in 15 minutes you could schedule a week's worth of posts for your social media.
We want to be consistent and persistent. And I want to answer Beth's question before it disappears. So can you do a link in the comments? I'll give you my feedback, and then I'll let Cheryl answer too. So I do like to put it right up in the status update. I like to put an image with it instead of the link, because you do get a lot more views with the image. If you put it down in the comments, the more comments you get, the more likely it's going to disappear. So my rule of thumb is to always try and do what's going to get the most reach, but what's also going to get the most results. So we definitely want click-through. So I like to keep it up in the post. If it's just like a quote or something where I'm not looking for them to take action, sometimes I don't include the link because it does get a lot more views if it's just plain text. And let's see, what else?
Yeah, I was just reading what she said. I didn't realize she said, can you do the link in the comments? Yeah, I personally don't like that way of doing it. There's no reason that you can't add the link in the, like she was saying, the status update, but just make sure that you post a picture first so that when you do put the link in there, it doesn't bring up the, what is it called down below?
Just the link.
The link with
with the image, it pulls an image.
Yeah, you have to post the photo first and then add the text in the status update.
And one little trick, I remember what I was going to say. I like to put the link and then put like a heart or a smiley face after it because for some reason Facebook made a change where they will no longer show the URL in your status update. So some people, yeah, if you don't put anything after it, it doesn't show up. It just comes up as the click-through link. So I like to put a heart or a smiley face, and then they can see the link. So it's a sign to remind them that they can actually click through.
Oh, see, I don't do the click-through.
What do you mean?
Well, you were saying, because I know that if you do a status update and you put the link in there and it brings the click-through down below, yes, it deletes it up top. But if you add a picture and don't do the click-through and you put the link in your status the status thing, it won't go away.
Yeah. But I like to...
No, I see what you're saying. I didn't know
if
that.
I'm just doing a link and I don't put an image there instead... Because sometimes it is good to just have the link so they can click right through. I like to do a balance of everything because I think when you balance it out, you get better results. So if it is, you're just leaving the image from the link, put that heart or smiley face, and then people know to click through.
I understand now too, Beth. She's all, okay, I understand. I wasn't understanding.
Sometimes it's easier to show you than explain what I'm talking about.
I wasn't getting it either. I was confused, so I'm good to go now. Thank you, Emily.
And another workaround from the social media center is to go on your actual website, share directly from those product pages, because there's all kinds of you want to focus on new products, you want to focus on sales, what's on sale. You want to focus on if Avon is giving out an extra coupon code. Those are all hookers that get people
hookers.
Okay, that didn't sound right. But those are all lures to get people to click through.
Lures, fishing lures. Oh my gosh. I always forget to click to share stuff from my page. I mean, from my website. I need to do that more often. See how much you learn?
We just need to talk more often.
Yeah. Seriously. Emily and I talk once a week. Except this week we've talked a lot.
We're driving each other crazy.
Like we normally talk on Mondays. We didn't have one this Monday because I was flying out on Wednesday. And she's like, so we don't need to talk tomorrow, do we? And I'm like, no. But normally we do. We talk every Monday. And sometimes we don't have anything to say, but we have fun talking about everything that's going on. And then somehow something comes up in a conversation and I end up learning something. And sometimes, not very often, Emily learns something.
Yes, I do.
She
too.
knows it all. She's so smart.
I so do not. I love talking. So one thing that I have changed in my business since the coaching program is working closer one-on-one, and especially with my ambassadors and above. So if you're not in leadership, no, I shouldn't say that. If you don't have higher level leaders on your team, look at your top sellers, and those are the people that you want to have conversations with. There's certain people on your team who stand out. When you give them more of that one-on-one support, it can help everyone. And with me talking to all of them, I've heard ideas that I can share with the whole team. So the coaching program really had me focus more on working closer one-on-one with my leaders.
You guys, to do the coaching program, what do you have to be? Bronze ambassador?
Bronze ambassador.
So any of you that are bronze ambassadors or above, this coaching program will be coming to you. You're going to get the opportunity. Hi, Arlena. You're going to get the opportunity to sign up for the coaching program.
Hey, Brenda.
And I highly recommend that you do. I think it's optional, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be optional, but it'll be worth it. And so when you see that come out, make sure that you sign up for it.
Uh-oh. Boot camp.
Oh, that's a customer calling me.
You know, I love doing the boot camps, but they stress me out so bad. I have this curse of like wanting to do everything at the best level I can. So I put a lot of stress on myself doing those. I'm definitely not going to over the summertime because we already have a lot going on. But I will definitely think about it again in the fall. And get back to you then on whether I want to do it again or not.
Beth says she's still trying to make ambassador. Beth, do not give up. Just keep going.
To me, making unit leader, that's what it was when I got there, was one of the hardest levels to achieve. And now I gotta say bronze executive is harder. But besides that, it was like the unit leader was super hard because it's a very frustrating process, right? You sign people up, you're all excited, you have a good conversation, you hear their why, you hear their dreams and why they chose Avon, and then they don't place an order. Okay, then you gotta call them and you gotta follow up and you gotta say, okay, what can I help you with? And you do more training and you get excited again, and then they don't do what they said they're gonna do. So then it's like, well, then you like don't even see any financial reward out of it, because in the beginning you don't get very much for signing people up, and it's like disappointment after disappointment, but you gotta push through and keep going.
And look at the big picture.
Gold Ambassador is like a really good increase in pay. Gold Leader, again, is another really big increase in pay. And then Bronze Executive, from what I've seen, is completely awesome. So you have to believe in yourself and keep that hope when all the results and your team are not giving you that message.
It will happen. You just have to be patient. You have to be consistent. What?
She's laughing at me saying hooker.
Oh. Don't get discouraged. Don't give up. If I had given up or got discouraged and just, I'm done with it, I wouldn't be where I am today. Emily wouldn't be where she is today. It's work. I'm not going to lie. It is work.
That's why there aren't a lot
of leaders.
A lot of executives. There's not a ton of gold leaders. You know, there's a lot when you're at the promoter and star promoter, and then it starts thinning out the higher you go, because it's hard. It's a lot of work and little payoff in the beginning.
And like for me, I'm looking at the big picture 5 years down the road. I'm not looking at tomorrow. I'm not looking at today. I'm not looking at a month from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. I'm looking at 5 years from now. So I'm setting small goals, quarterly goals now, which I learned through the coaching program. And then I have my yearly goal, and those are going, as long as I, work towards meeting those goals, in the end I'm going to reach that 5-year goal, which for me is to retire. And I know that I can do it. And I hope I do it sooner. Emily says I can.
And she will.
And I believe her.
Yes.
So don't give up. Don't get discouraged. Don't be like, oh my gosh, I hate Avon. And I'm going to see you on Sunday in Dallas. I'm so excited.
I have chemical burns on my feet. I bought these really fancy socks that did not treat me well. But I did walk. I did walk the 26th, so I was happy about that.
Hi, Rob.
Yeah, you guys look good. Benadryl's
not helping.
Yeah, you can see.
So
Look at
I think
that hair.
just time and ice. Cheryl doesn't care about my feet.
I do too. That was rude.
You're fixing your hair.
I had a hair sticking straight up, and it was so obvious. I care about your feet. I've been hearing about them since yesterday.
I know. I try not to complain much, but these feel like
she complains.
They feel like burns.
I feel bad for her. And then I'm like screaming on the bus, "Ow!" And so then I go to show her the burn. You can't see anything. There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Any questions? Do you guys have any questions? We've been talking for a while.
I know. What?
They're talking about my makeup marketing kit. So it's 12 DVDs. Oh. They're all about an hour long. If you want to save some money and don't care about the physical materials, you can buy it online at emilysegren.com.
I got bug guard in my mouth.
Doesn't taste good?
No.
They do smell pretty good compared to off. They have a pleasant smell.
Hi, Tracy.
For bug guard.
Hi, Rutha. So
Tracy, how
anybody
are you?
have any questions? Look at all the hearts you got. I don't get any hearts. Somebody give me hearts. Give me love. Give Cheryl some love. I bet Ann will give me some love. Or not.
There they go. There they go.
Woo-hoo! Oh, look at that. Yay! You guys are awesome. Woohoo!
Yay.
I feel the love.
Look at all the love.
Wow.
Smiles.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you. We had a lot of fun.
We did. We're still having fun.
We are. What happened? Oh, so I have a funny story.
Uh-oh.
So Emily has anxiety, right? You maybe have heard me say that before. So I pick her up from O'Hare Airport.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. O'Hare, busy airport, Chicago, traffic. Emily has a new car, stress. I have my kids with me. That's stressful, too. And
she pulls up and Cheryl has a monster.
I'm, like, trying to figure out these options on my car. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how the buttons work. I don't know how to do anything. And there's a ton of people, a ton of cars. I'm getting honked at. There's police. We can't figure out how to open the darn trunk.
She can't.
Okay, because you had it figured out. Well, it is my car, so I will accept responsibility for not knowing.
I couldn't figure it out either.
But there's the push button, and it's supposed to automatically. But it also has a window where if you push the little button, the window opens. So the window had opened, so it wouldn't open the whole hatch. So I'm sitting there.
But we didn't.
Cheryl has like the biggest suitcase in the world.
It's the orange monster.
Seriously, I'll post a picture of it in makeup marketing because I've never seen a bigger suitcase in my life. I told her my kids could fit in there.
So she pulls up and she's sitting in the car, and I'm like waiting for her to like get out to say hi or something. And she doesn't.
I can't get the trunk open. Oh my God.
And I know that I can't lift this suitcase by myself. So I go around and I tap on her window.
These people are staring at us like.
And I'm like, Emily. And she,
go to the back.
And she's like, just go to the back. I'm trying to figure out how to open it. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I need you to help me. She's like, no, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, no, I can't lift my suitcase by myself.
Well, I can't get the trunk open.
Oh my gosh.
So anyways,
we threw it. I said, we'll put it in the back seat, and this like woman picks the whole thing up and gets it in the back seat, like with me like barely touching it. So
but all the lights in the car are on.
And it kept beeping. Beep, beep, beep. So we're driving down the road, and she's like, hand me my phone. Oh my God, where's my phone? So now she can't find her phone.
And in the meantime, I had called Robin, like, Rob, I can't open the trunk. He's trying to help me, and I'm like, no, I can't. I gotta go. Anxiety stinks if you don't know how it feels.
So we pulled over, and then all of a sudden her phone was in her hand. I don't know how that happened. And then what'd you do?
Because it was in my purse, and you said it wasn't.
Oh, it's my fault. It probably
Everything that I screw up on is Cheryl's fault.
So you got out.
So all the lights were on,
right?
and it was beeping consistently, and we got off on the side of the road, and I figured out that the dang window was open, but we looked pretty silly. And I didn't greet Cheryl with the appropriate greeting.
I didn't even get a hug.
From California.
I didn't even get a hug. Nothing.
But I did pick her up from the airport. Yes. And we did drive into downtown Chicago despite my anxiety panics.
It doesn't end there. So we find a parking structure. Do you guys know how much it costs to park in Chicago? It was
She's from California, so I thought she would be used to this.
$65 a night at the hotel. And she was happy that she found a place that was $45 a night. So
hi, Tracy.
Hi. So we get parked, and we have to grab all of our suitcases and the kids and get back to the hotel.
Uh-oh.
So,
P.S. I'm really bad at directions, so never ask me where to go.
So we're walking. I don't know how, probably 3 blocks we walked. And she's like, are we going the right way?
I was trying to introduce her to people on the street in Chicago to show her the real life Chicago experience.
Yeah, so she ends up, so then this drunk guy comes up, and he's like wanting to help us carry our suitcases and stuff.
He was like, you could tell in his eyes he was not right, and I'm like, trying to get the kids over by me, like, okay, thanks, buddy.
It's like, no, we're good and everything. And he did tell us we were going the wrong way.
He did. He knew that.
He did. And so what did you end up finally figuring it out?
We took a cab. Because I went the wrong way.
Yeah, and we were laughing. She's like, I'm just going to call a cab. Poor Emily.
I'll be much more chill in Bahamas. See, busy cities and me don't get along so well. So, I did not, Cheryl and I did not start off on the right foot for this
I love it.
But it was funny.
That kind of stuff, like she was stressed and everything, but for me,
it was funny.
It adds to the adventure, and it gives you something to laugh at later and have people laugh at you too. Oh my God, it's all part of it. I did see, we went up on the Willis Towers, and we did the ledge and took pictures, and heck yeah. Took a lot of amazing pictures.
We had fun.
Yeah.
I try to make the most out of every Avon meeting, Avon event, Avon anything, especially when I get to hang out with my friends and my team members, because those are the times that you remember. Those are the bonds that you make that people can't break. It's all about the experience. So do what you love, do what you enjoy, and you'll never feel like you're working.
Yeah. Emily was in Arizona. What was it, a leadership thing? Her and Rob, and so she was in kind of like in the Phoenix area. And I was like, oh my God, that's only a 6-hour drive. She's like, yeah. To her, it was really far. To me, it was like a day in the office.
Thank you, Sandy. I've never heard of Spot Hero.
I haven't either. But anyway, so my husband and I, we drove to Arizona.
Hi, Molly.
And spent part of the weekend with Emily and her husband. We had a blast. So, yeah, it's like making memories
And I love that I got to include the kids on this, because a lot of times I feel the tear between family and Avon, and I do choose family because that's why I do Avon, but a lot of times that's separated. So
bye, Kathy. Sorry to interrupt you, but she's leaving.
No, it's cool. The fact that I got to include them on this experience, and then we do in the Bahamas, that's pretty incredible. So I'm excited about that.
I know. Hi, Molly. Just me and Emily hanging out. We're having so much fun. Yeah, and I've had so much fun with her kids because it just makes me feel like I'm with my grandchildren.
Aww.
Seriously.
Nana Cheryl, she brought them both coloring books and stuff to do in the hotel. It was very sweet.
And so I asked them, I'm like, so you guys going to be okay with me hanging out with you in the Bahamas? They're like, yeah.
We almost died, Molly. It was a little rough, but
I didn't make it as far as you did, Molly. No, I made it almost. It was almost 12 or almost 13. I think it was almost 12 miles.
You did good. It was a long walk, and the sun was beating on us. It was hot.
It was hot. I got fried.
But amazing experience. We were going to camp because I was like, we're gonna do this. If we're gonna do it, let's do the whole experience. And then we started seeing the rain forecast. I see 80% chance of rain, and Emily doesn't do camping so well anyways. So rain camping after way too long of a walk,
No.
We did not. Rob knows me pretty well and knows when to tell me I'm making a bad decision, and he said you should do the hotel. So I am glad that we changed our minds and did the hotel.
Well, and imagine if we hadn't, because when you took your shoes off at the hotel, you realized that there was a problem. Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
And then, so as a treat for Emily, I bought her a $30 cheeseburger.
It was $16, but somehow after taxes and tip, it was
we ordered
$70 for our room service.
It was $16 for a bacon burger and fries, which we were like, wow, that's really a good deal, right? You ordered a Diet Coke. I ordered iced tea.
I had a really good cold beer.
Yeah, and you had a beer. And by the time it was, when they came up to deliver it, it was like $65. I'm like, that's a $30 cheeseburger.
Welcome to Chicago.
But I have to tell you, it tasted so good.
It was good. I've never seen Cheryl move so fast.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
When the guy brought our food.
We were in so much pain, and we're just kind of like, oh God, one step at a time in the room. We're just dying. And so then I was sitting in the bed. They said it was going to be 45 minutes to an hour, but I only told her 45 minutes. I didn't want her freaking out about the hour. And then we heard a knock at the door, and Emily's all, oh, the food's here. I don't know how I did it, but I jumped up and ran to the door.
Wow, Cheryl.
And she was on the phone with Rob. She's like, I've never seen her move so fast.
Oh, man.
We were hungry. Lee called you rashy foot.
I know. It hurts. It doesn't itch. I think it's actually like a burn, and I'm never going to wear those socks again. I'm all, you need to throw those away. I'll give them to my sister or something. So she's going to give somebody else burns. I think it was just my skin reacting. I'm just kidding. Other than that, we had a really good, fun time. Mm-hmm. Rob cooked an amazing dinner. I took a picture. I don't know if I posted it or not. It was He's so a good cook. Oh my God, He's picky, so he gets to do the cooking most of the time. But thank you, Lee. We did our darndest. We pushed ourselves. Mm-hmm. I could barely move by like the last few miles. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I had to keep telling her. I was slowing her up, so I kept telling her, go, go. And then after she left, then I would like find the bus. Where's the bus to get me to the next stop? Oh, hey, Emily, how's it going? But I hitched a ride a couple times from the sweet bus.
And then the very last mile that I walked was from 17 or 18 to the next stop. And the very, very last mile, I think it took me like an hour. Serious. It was like, and every time
every time you went to a crosswalk, they would tell you the next rest stop is 1 mile.
1 mile.
Every time. And
like, so that 1 mile was, I mean, it was like, okay, an hour would go by. Where's that rest stop? I mean, it took forever. But that last mile of mine was like, I got there and I was like, where's the bus? And they're like, oh, do you want to go to the next stop? No, I want to go to the base camp. I ain't messing around. Just take me to base camp. So I went there and waited for Emily so I could greet her and do a video. I was so proud of her.
Cheryl did awesome. She walked so far, and what matters is that we raised money for a good cause.
We did, and we made it fun.
Persephone, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right.
We rolled around in the ice. I told the dude, I'm like, so Emily's like, we need to go roll around in the ice. I'm like, oh, I'm all over it. So I asked the guy, I said, so what are you doing with that ice? Why are you dumping it there? Oh, we just have to dump it out, they tell us when we shut the thing down. I'm like, oh, so you're not going to use it for anything? He's all, no. And I laid down.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was. We got that on video. We had such a blast. In pain and all.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All worth it.
Yes, ma'am.
So, you guys go to every Avon event that you can. We work from home. We deal with a lot of struggles and I didn't look. We deal with our ups and downs in our business, and I know that when I stay excited and positive and upbeat, that is when my business thrives. So do what you can to build a business that you love with people you love, and the results will follow. It's always about building and growing and making those connections. Hey, Elizabeth. Yes, Lee and Rob have a secret friendship. They split their crown royal.
Oh. Yeah, the thing about your business, always remember that it is your business, and you need to build a business that you're proud of and that makes you happy. And if you're doing something that's not making you happy, make the change.
Yeah. Deborah, yes, we're going to do the walk again.
Yep.
I just now committed Cheryl to next year.
You know what? She pulled out her planner, and what month was it we were in Phoenix?
January.
So in January is when she asked me to do the walk with her, and I told her no. And by the time I had a couple drinks, I was like, all right, whatever. Anyways, this woman made me sign my name.
Well, I had just been at the leadership conference where we all signed.
Oh, yeah,
we were committing to our goals. So I took that and made Cheryl do it.
She did. She's all, I want you to commit by signing your name here. And I looked at her like, oh my God. And so I was like, fine, whatever, I'll sign it. And then later I was like, I'm not going to go, buddy.
Hey, you never told me that.
I'm joking. I am so joking. I'm the most sarcastic person. But anyway, so I signed my name, and she pulled her planner out tonight. And she's like, oh, look, there's your signature. I'm like, how do you have my signature? And she's like, remember, I had you sign it. And I was like, oh, my God, I did. And so, yeah, it was kind of cool. Sorry.
Get commitment. So get commitment from your team members. Do all you can to build a team, community, environment, and
sign up for the coaching program. If you're a gold bronze ambassador or above, you have to sign up for that new incentive for the nesting. It's just not automatic. You have to actually go in there, sign up, and commit to it. So make sure that if you're a bronze ambassador or above, that you do that now. Get signed up so that you can start working towards earning part of the pool of the
unattached
representatives.
How will we know that we signed up? You go into Vibe and click on the lead to achieve, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it says it's a survey, so once you click on it and submit it, I didn't get any confirmation or anything.
It pops up on the screen though.
Yeah, you don't get an email, but you just have to sign up. And you can, if you're not Bronze Ambassador, you can achieve it during the time period. Campaigns 14 through 16. So this is my favorite incentive that has ever happened in my whole Avon career. So I was super excited when I got the email. We were at Navy Pier and Cheryl was in the bathroom, and I'm like waiting for her to walk out, and I'm like, oh my God, they're bringing in nesting back.
Yeah, she was very excited, which got me excited. And that's how you get your team motivated and everything, is when they see that you're excited, then you get excited. And she was all excited. I'm like, because I always wonder what nesting was, and she kind of told me, but it didn't make sense. But now I understand it more. And what?
Lee's trying to get me to do the Tootsie Roll.
But when I saw how excited she was, I was like, oh wow, this must be a really good thing.
I would probably fall over trying to do the Tootsie Roll right now because my legs feel like they're on fire.
Oh my God, your town is buggy. What's a Tootsie Roll?
It's a dance.
Oh. She can do it in the Bahamas. I think we should go now.
Okay, we've talked long enough. You guys have a great night. Hopefully we shared some stories and inspiration and tips.
There'll be more stories, I'm sure, once we remember everything. I have been cracking Emily up because I'm weird.
No, I didn't get a confirmation. When I hit the submit button, it turned red. So I'm like, oh shoot, did I hit the wrong one? I thought it should have turned green or something. But I don't know. I just hit submit, and I don't even think the screen popped up a confirmation. Maybe it did, but I didn't get an email or anything. So
yeah, I remember it popping up a confirmation type thing. It just said you are now registered or something like that. So
okay.
Oh, the bugs.
Well, hope to see a lot of you in the Bahamas, and start building your business this summer, because what you do this summer will affect your performance at Christmas time. Start looking for new customers, new team members. Build, and we'll talk to you later.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye, everyone.